Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Today's our topic is nitrogen cycle. You may be aware of the fact that nitrogen constitutes about 70% of air around us. 75% of atmosphere is constituted of nitrogen. Nitrogen is an extremely important element in the nature. It is the vital constituent of proteins, amino acids, which are important organic molecules for living beings. You should know that plants and animals, they require the nitrogen, but they can't use the directly nitrogen from atmosphere. This free nitrogen can't be used directly by plants and animals. For their utilization, first this free nitrogen needed to be converted into nitrogen compounds like nitrate or ammonia. This process of converting molecular nitrogen N2 into ammonia or nitrate is known as nitrogen fixation, biological nitrogen fixation. The fixation process is carried by bacteria and blue-green algae, which have the ability to combine gaseous nitrogen and hydrogen to form ammonia. The examples of various bacteria and blue-green algae are Azobacter, Clostridium, Anabaena, etc. These are the various microorganisms which fix the atmospheric nitrogen into nitrogenous compounds. After fixation, the ammonia is converted by oxidation into nitrite and ultimately to NO3, which is known as nitrification. For this nitrification, there's another set of bacteria which are responsible for this process. These are known as Nitrosomonas and Nitrobacter. These nitrates are used by plants and reduced to ammonia, which is used by cells from environment by several means. The denitrifying bacteria, Pseudomonas, present in soil and water, break down NO3 into nitrogen and nitrous oxide and return it to the atmosphere. The process is known as denitrification. First, some set of bacteria carry the process of nitrification, fix the nitrogen into these compounds, and then there's another set of bacteria like Pseudomonas, which are present in soil and water, which break down the NO3 nitrogenous compounds into free nitrogen and nitrous oxygen and return back into the atmosphere. This process is known as denitrification. So it's not necessary that nitrogen is freed from the atmosphere into the atmosphere after the living organisms are dead. There are other ways by which the nitrogen is returned to the atmosphere. When plants shed leaves, flowers, fruits, animals shed hair, feathers, exoskeleton, and produce urine extraction, they all decompose and replenish soil fertility. So nitrogen cycle is a very important cycle which happens in nature and helps in the rotation or circulation of nitrogen from atmosphere to the soil. Like the leguminous plants, they fix this nitrogen. There are a set of plants which are leguminous plants, while the nitrogen fixing bacteria are present, which convert the free nitrogen into this. So this is an important process through which the nitrogen is made usable for plants and animals and is returned back to the atmosphere and its ratio or volume is kept constant.